Ed and Matt will be out, won't practice today, and Spencer and AJ will be limited and questionable for the game. So, time is yours.
What would you need to see from Spencer to be comfortable with him starting after he's, missed the last 2 days and is going to be limited today?
Yeah, just moving forward today, and then hearing from Nate as to how he sees it, really.
If you look at your offense this season, considerable uptick in 13 personnel. Obviously, Jackson's arrival probably coincides with that a lot. But from not to get into the details of the scheme, but as a personnel grouping, what do you have to do well, especially across position groups, to be successful with that particular grouping? From a communication perspective, having tight ends so involved in all parts of the offense.
Well, it's probably not all that much different than anything else, where everyone has to understand their job, and they've got to execute their 1/11th. And when you're playing with 3 tight ends, there's different things that we can do offensively that present challenges to other people. So I've been impressed in how we've been able to execute from that group.
Joey's snap counts being so high, last week Bobby said that he wanted to get that number down, but with AJ dealing with an injury, what is that communication like with how much Joey is playing and needing him out there but not wanting him to play too much too early on? What is that communication like?
Yeah, it's a challenge, trying to balance that out in live action. It's easier in practice when you can script it out. You already know what plays and whatnot, but in games it's a challenge. But it's something that we have to continue to balance. When the depth gets challenged like it is with AJ's situation as well, it gets even more challenging. When it doesn't just affect one player, it affects more players. So it's a daily pursuit of trying to find the right blend.
Would you also like to see that number go lower than it was recently?
Sure. Yeah. We've got to do the best that we can to figure out kind of the sweet spot there.
I was talking to some of Sam Franklin's previous coaches about how he's been able to channel sometimes emotions into intensity. What have you seen of him? What is he bringing to the team, and what kind of energy does he have when he's out there?
Yeah, he's a dog, and I love it. I really do. He's intense. He loves to play the game. You see him out at practice, at least for part of practice, right? And he's a great teammate. Just love watching him play the game the way it's supposed to be played.
You kind of track a lot of things go into a rookie season for players. They have different experiences. What have you seen from TJ week to week, TJ Sanders, in terms of the week-to-week growth?
Yeah, I would say there's been week-to-week growth from the Ravens, transition to the Jets, transition to Miami, and now this week, he's got a job to do, and the goal and the vision is to every week get better. So the most important thing with a young player is that the habits that are, they have to be up to a certain level so that it translates come game time. So if you don't have the habits, it's hard to get them to each week improve from a performance standpoint. So we're working on habits with all of our young guys, TJ being one of them.
Mitch is back as the legend of the game this week on Sunday. And you've had, we've had the Marv Levy's, the Jim Kellys, all those classic Bills. What's it like from your seat to have guys that have been a big part of your tenure here come back and kind of lead the charge?
Yeah, I think that's cool. It really is. I guess it possibly also means I'm getting a little bit older, maybe. But he is well deserving of that honor, number one. And it is a great honor that we do that. I think honoring all the past players, as many as we can. Those guys sacrifice so much to play and play at a high level and help this organization over the years, Mitch being one of them now, the latest one, and excited to see him and his wife, and thankful that they're willing to make the trip out here. And I know the players, that his old teammates will love seeing him and being around him. And he was always the consummate pro, both on and off the field, still is, class all the way. And Just real excited to see him and grateful for the way he served our team and he led our team, quite frankly. And so it's great to have him back this weekend.